How you doing, everyone? Welcome back. Well, they're at it again. Sarah Huckabee Sanders hosted a town hall with Donald Trump. If you're not familiar with Sarah Huckabee Sanders, she was one of Trump's press secretaries. I believe the second one, maybe, or third one. I don't know. She was press secretary when Trump was president. She is now the governor of Arkansas. You may have heard of her father, Mike Huckabee. Well, Sarah Huckabee Sanders decides at this town hall to make it a point to say that her kids keep her humble. Okay, fair enough. That's innocuous enough. I know what I'm trying to say. And then she said, too bad Kamala, no, her name is Kamala Harris, doesn't have anything to keep her humble. Oh, so you're saying that because she has no biological kids, she has no humility? She can't be grounded to reality because she has no biological kids? You know, attacking people who have not been able to have kids of their own, not really the best electoral strategy. I mean, if you're trying to win, maybe don't go after people who don't have kids. I mean, you attacked. I mean, J.D. Vance actually started all this nonsense with his childless cat ladies thing, and he doubled down on it by apologizing to cats. Well, I have nothing against cats. Yeah, all right. So it's just the childless part that you have a problem with, right? All right. Well, my wife, and I've told you this before, I have kids from a previous marriage. They are both grown. My wife has no biological kids. She had nothing to do with raising my kids because, well, we didn't know each other until they were grown. So, yeah. So to say that if you don't have kids, you have nothing to keep you humble. Basically, that's, I don't know, I guess that's a way of saying, well, I'm the most humble. I'm the humblest there's ever been. Yeah, because that's humility right there, right? Bragging about your humility. Well, I'm not going to pretend that I am a humble person. I mean, I like to think that I am, but I'm not going to tell you. I'll let you make that determination on your own. But my wife, she is the most humble, giving, and caring person that I know. She is always looking to help others. She especially wants to help animals. That's actually why we have 5 cats and a dog. So, yeah. But, truthfully, I mean, she's actually even suggested adopting a child, which is something that I'm not completely opposed to it, but let me guess. Doesn't keep her humble, does it? Because Kamala Harris, she doesn't have kids, but she does. She has stepkids, right? Doug Emhoff has kids. Kamala Harris is married to Doug Emhoff. his kids therefore become part of her family, or she is now part of their family. And Doug Emhoff's ex-wife has actually complimented Kamala Harris as to how well she has been, what a good stepmother she has been. Harris's stepdaughter has said that, has nothing but positive things to say about Kamala Harris. In fact, calls her Mamala. You know, maybe kind of a silly thing, but whatever. I mean, it works for them. I mean, a lot of people have silly nicknames for family members, right? So, you know, you have to have biological kids, right? Is that it? And if you don't have kids, well, you better go have kids, because otherwise, what good are you? Oh, but hold on. Hold on. Oh, you can't do it the natural way. You want to do IVF? No, we can't do that. Can't do that, because that means that embryos will end up being destroyed. Embryos. Right? Because, yeah, every single fertilized egg becomes a human being, right? It doesn't. I mean, granted, that has to happen in order for life to begin. And, you know, I've made it clear before that I think abortion in most cases is the absolute wrong choice to make. However, there are times when it is necessary, but that's another video. I've already been over that. And if you're going to use abortion laws to prevent IVF, all right, so now you're saying, well, you can't end a pregnancy, but you also can't start one. Which is it? Do you want people to have kids or don't you? Can't have both. But again, I'm off topic again. Look, Sarah, listen. I'm actually kind of surprised that you have kids. I mean, never mind. I shouldn't have said that. That wasn't very nice. I was about to go in a very rude direction with that, and I'm going to rewind on that before I go down that road. I like to keep this, you know, somewhat family-friendly-ish, you know. But, yeah. You don't have to have kids, biological or not. To have humility, to be a decent contributing member to our society. You know, I mean, it's this whole notion that, you know, if you don't have kids, you are somehow less. No, that's not the case at all. There are any number of reasons why someone doesn't have kids. It can be inability to have kids. It can be a personal choice. Hey, you know what? That's just not what I see in my life. It could be choosing not to have kids until you're married, but then you don't find the right person to marry until you're past a certain age. You know, Kamala Harris, for example, she's, 59 or 60 years old. She's only been married for 10 years. That's pretty much past the age of having kids for a lot of women. And I don't know why she didn't have kids before then, but if she did have kids, I mean, considering she's only been married for about 10 years, if she'd have had kids before then, oh, I'll guarantee you'd be all over her for that, right? Well, single mothers and, okay, you know what? Yeah, I agree. In a perfect world, every kid would have two parents together. In a perfect world. We don't live in a perfect world. Single parents, it happens. Parents splitting up, it happens. People having kids or not having kids for whatever reason is none of your damn business. So stop acting like, those who have kids are somehow better than those who don't. You are not somehow less significant if you don't have kids of your own. You shouldn't have less of a vote like J.D. Vance has suggested. Well, anyway. Sarah, shut your face. I'll see you next time.